we forget that we have to love ourselves through it all. And what is love? Love is allowance, it's acceptance. So you may not feel like you're loving yourself when you're in the discomfort, but you actually are, because if you can love yourself during the discomfort, meaning you don't abandon yourself, you don't criticize yourself, you don't tell yourself you're doing something wrong. You recognize that you're in discomfort because you're changing. And we have a resistance to that we need to surrender and let go of. And when we can do that and we leave the resistance, it's over. We're home free. You know, I've seen you make a lot of changes, Deb, in the last couple of years. It was amazing. And you were disciplined with those changes. It's really, yeah, and that's, yeah. So here's the gift, everybody. When you're in pain, it's going to push you to a point where you're going to want to change. And that's where the vision comes. Whatever you start to think is going to pull you out of that suffering, besides pushing it down, how are you going to change so that you're changing in alignment with your true desires, with what makes you feel good and happy and whole, versus pushing yourself to do things that don't feel that way? So the vision is what you're suddenly going to start wanting. It's that underneath desire calling. All of a sudden you want to start traveling and you're like, well, that's inconvenient or whatever, but it starts with something that may not be so loud, and it builds up, and the louder it builds up, the more motivated people are to move into the vision and out of the pain. But if the suffering or the pain isn't there, it doesn't mean you can't make changes. Some people are just naturally curious, more curious than others, and they're willing, they look forward to the change because that's their greatest expansion. They approach challenges in a different way. As long as we approach challenges with constricted fear, like, uh-oh, it takes us that much longer to get through it. Whereas if you can approach challenges with, oh, this is interesting, I wonder why it's coming, with a kind of a curiosity. Why is this happening now? What is this trying to teach me? Tell me. If we can shift our attitude, it shifts everything. And we can deal with the challenges much more easily.